Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Know the Indian Culture. I hope you all are doing well at this pandemic situation by taking care of you, your family as well as society. Today in this video I won't be talking about any temples or gods that are linked with the temples, but I shall be discussing about the sisters of India and the problems that are faced by them. So without any further delay, let's get started. Northeast India is the land of galvanizing natural beauty that is located at the midst of the high hills, breathtaking waterfalls, electrifying streams, and mesmerizing wildlife. It comprises of 8 states, which happens to be Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim, Tripura. It also consists of enthralling places like Kaziranga National Park, living root bridges, Tawang Monastery, Loktak Lake, etc. Do you know what makes Northeast more interesting and special? It's the people and their culture, the tradition they follow, the heritage, the food habits, and the celebrations of life. It makes Northeast India the treasure trove for the explorers. Nowhere in this world has a geographical area that is equivalent to the Northeast India, and it consists of such a varied group of people. The region has highest density of different tribes and several sub-tribes residing in an area, making the region vibrant with colorful people. The traditional attire that is worn by the women of Northeast India are vibrant and unique and have a charm of their own. The 8 states of the region has their own unique dresses that are the reflection of the tribal culture with exclusive patterns and attracting colors. To the geography and climate of Northeast India, it is morphologically part of East Asia, but politically it is a part of South Asia. The region is connected with the Indian mainland with about 22 km of landmass called the Siliguri Corridor. The Northeast India shares about 98% of its borders with 5 countries, which happens to be China, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar and Bangladesh. Kanchenjunga, which happens to be the 3rd highest mountain in the world, lies partly in Sikkim. It is an elevation of about 8,500 meters, the 2nd highest mountain of the Himalayas and the highest in India. It is called the 5 treasures of snow after the 5 high peaks and has always been worshipped by the people of Darjeeling and Sikkim. The earliest settlers of the Northeast India are believed to be the Austroasiatic speakers that hails from Southeast Asia, followed by the Tibeto-Burmese from China. By 500 BC, Indo-Aryan speakers from the Gangetic Plains. People residing in the region are varied, diverse, and lead different lifestyles. The divergence in the culture is so much that it varies from one village to another. They practice different custom, tradition, and belief, but one thing binds the people of the Northeast India with one another, it's the simplicity. It is sure to be mesmerized by the warmth and the hospitality, irrespective of the social standing in the Northeast India. People of mainland India can always learn lessons on the art of welcoming people from Northeast. This is unique and unparalleled. What stands out to be the life of women in Northeast India, it is much better than the rest of the country. They are financially independent and take their own decisions. They work side by side with men, ranging from street vendors, laborers, teachers, managers, engineers, etc. While gender equality is universal in the region, the state of Meghalaya is unique for its matrilineal system. When social reformers are struggling to eradicate casteism as a social evil, even after 71 years of India's independence, Northeast India is the only region which does not differentiate its people on the basis of caste, creed, or religion. The social standing of Northeast India is high in absence of the rigid caste system and evil practices like dowry. Tribes in Northeast India celebrate life to the full, and they have festivals for almost every occasion. The festivals actually flaunt in the region's rich culture. Most of the festivals here are either related to the harvest or the beginning of the new year. Some of the biggest festivals are Bihu in Assam, Hornbill Festival which hails from Nagaland, Chiroba Festival from Manipur, Chapchur Kut in Mizoram, Siang River Festival which happens to be from Arunachal Pradesh, Saga Dawa from Sikkim, and Ashok Astami from Tripura. These festivals are a wonderful opportunity for people belonging to different caste and creed to bond. Dance is the integral part of the life of the tribals of the Northeast India. The region presents a wide spectrum of dance forms. All the folk dances are accompanied by songs and supported by distinct traditional music. Some of the popular dance forms in India is Hak Hak, that happens to be from Tripura, Chinao from Mizoram, Bihu from Assam, Nongkam dance from Meghalaya, Damko dance from Sikkim, Jagaoi from Manipur, Bardo Cham from Arunachal Pradesh, and Changai dance from Nagaland. As I have discussed, Northeast India is full of rich culture, rich diversity, and wonderful people. But yet, it is not given much importance and it is kept out of the place. Indian media, I need something to laugh at. They never actually give much importance to northeastern places and are seen as a place of some bombless stuffs or kidnapping, but will never show how kind-hearted the people of Northeast are and their culture. The main issue is that the people are facing racism in its own country. There are some instances I would like to read out where the people were not treated well, and it happened with the northeastern people. On January 29, 2014, a young guy named Nido Taniam was beaten to death in Lajpat Nagar area of Delhi. The reason was he looked different from all. In 2016, two young boys from Mizoram were beaten in Bangalore for not speaking their local language. Recently, on the night of 25th March, that happens to be the lockdown time, a group of students from Nagaland and Manipur who were in internship in Kolkata were allegedly attacked and beaten by the neighbors who actually demanded to leave their premises where they were staying, and even they were stating the words like Corona. Two students from Nagaland were brutally tortured for hours by local men in Goregaon to teach them a lesson that they don't belong here. They said, if you Northeast people come here, we will kill you. In the simple term, I could say that Indians cannot travel in India. The problem is that we never talked about their culture, their stories, and is actually even unexplored in the whole of the India. Even Bollywood has not done any justice by giving the right information about Northeast India.